All right. And here we go. Don't try to adjust anything. It is not your screen, it is mine. That is because there's nothing really in front of the camera for it to maintain focus as of yet. So don't worry. I'm pretty sure that you guys can see and hear me. So I'm just adjusting a few things and we're gonna get right on to it. I'm doing tonight my esteemed instructor is doing the February challenge, and he has a nice sunrise going on. So I seen a painting of his that I like, and I might add a little twist in there. Okay, once again, do not adjust your screen. This is my camera doing this because there's no focus. If I put my hand there, as you can see, the focus comes back in. All right, that's because there's nothing there. The camera only sees black and white. So you're getting the focus issue until I start putting colors here or putting something in front of it. So have no fear. That's going on. That's why. All right. So no glycerin today. Hello, Beth. How are you? Can't stay long. Okay, I understand, but it's good to see you, and I do appreciate you. Just throw that thumbs up there on there for me. All right, we look down here at this rather messy palette. I never did get to clean it. And I should have, but I didn't. Cad yellow, titanium white, cad orange, dioxazine purple, cad red, and some sap green. All right, and we're gonna, like I say, we're gonna get right on to it. I'm gonna get some water. I'm gonna coat top with some water here. Water slightly stained, but don't worry about it. That means nothing. Trust me. Just wet the canvas up here. This is a 10. I think it's a 10 by 10 or the 12 by 12. I think this is a 12 by 12 canvas panel. Okay, but that's what it is. Let's start with some a color I don't have, and I should have put it in there. That was my fault. My fault. I should have put it in there beforehand, but that's okay. We'll do a quick remedy real fast. Just slap some of that on there. That's just turquoise green. I'll throw a little purple in there or something. I should have used blue, but oh well. Okay, just a little dot of that color, and I'll get a little touch of white there. Okay, and this is just some pre-background coloration. All right, it's not gonna. You'll see a little bit of it, but not very much. But we're gonna get some really nice. Hey, Marilyn, how are you? Get some nice clouds going on. Like I say, there. I put my hand in front of it. The focus comes in. Take my hand away. Focus comes out until colors start appearing in here. Okay, well, we're gonna go from the top, just like this, just like that. Okay, and I'm using water, no glycerin, none of that fancy stuff. Okay, so we got a little bit of that turquoise in there. Turquoise and white. Let's get a little bit of purple. We're gonna just mix it right on in there, right here on the bottom, just like that. I'm gonna lighten it up a little bit. Don't worry about that. Just like that. Just put it in there, just like so. All right, I'm gonna work rather briskly because I am working with water, no extending medium. Okay. And we're gonna blend all of that. Like I say, this is like the pre-background before the actual background. Okay, I'll take a nice blender brush, a little soft blender here, and we're gonna just softly, just kind of mix all that together. Really soft. Got some nice pastel colors working there. I'm wiping off my brush. I got a towel on my lap here. I can easily do that. Okay. And as you can see, you get a very pretty, really soft blend there going on. Just like that. I can wipe some of this away if I don't need it, and I really don't, but we're just gonna Down here on the bottom really doesn't matter, because we're going to do all sorts of neat little things with this mix of very soft purple, some of that nice sky blue color. Okay, so don't worry about the colors like appearing to wipe off or anything like that. And we're going to let the water blend the rest of that together. Okay, down here on the bottom don't matter. This doesn't matter. That's going to be covered up in all of that fun stuff anyway. Okay. Hey Gina, how are you? Yep, we're gonna do this. Okay. Yeah, I know it's blurring out. I don't want to really mess around with the camera settings, because then there's gonna, I might have to, but I really don't want to. Let's see what we got up here. I don't really want to deal with this. I don't want to mess with it too much. I'll just leave it like that for right now. Put it right there. Okay, we're gonna make some. We're gonna mess with the. I'm gonna get a soft fan brush. I'll just keep my hand up here, keep it focused. I don't want a scratchy. I'll take a nice soft fan brush if I can find one. If not, I'm gonna have to use that scratchy thing. I'll use this one. This is a little big, but I'll. Hey, Carolyn. Okay, let's mess with some nice deep purple here. I'm gonna get my hand away from there. I'm gonna play around with a little bit of purple, only on the tip of the brush, as you can see. Okay, and we're gonna come here and we're just gonna kind of tap using just the corner of the brush here. I'm gonna fade it in with this brush, believe it or not. Yes, I am. The reason why I'm tapping the way I'm tapping is because as you tap, it'll start to kind of fade in itself and blend within its own self. I'm just using straight Dioxazine purple right out of the tube. Okay, and I'm just tapping these lovely colors right in there, just like this. So I'm getting all sorts of nice little blends and fades just by the tapping of the corner. Okay. And believe it or not, we're going to start adding all sorts of wild things, wild brighter colors in this. Believe it or not. Okay. And once again, this is just water. Okay. And I'm going to just kind of play around with it here while it's still wet. And we're going to just kind of fluff things around. We're going to be doing a whole lot of what you're seeing. A whole lot of fluffing things around. Okay. Let's spread that out a little bit. If this blurriness in the camera is getting a little too much, then I'll have to get up off the chair and do some adjustments real quick. I am. It's driving me crazy, so I know it's driving you crazy. So let me go over here and preset this out. I think I got it on autofocus or something. So let's straighten that out. Hold on one second. I think we're good here now. Unfortunately, that manual is going to stay there. I don't want it to. All right, let's see how that does. I like the picture. I like the picture that it this camera, I like the picture that it gives, but unfortunately you're gonna see that. All right, unfortunately, sorry about that. Okay, let's move it right. Hey Billy, what's going on? Let's move right along here. All right, I'm gonna get some orange. Now I'm gonna beef up the orange with a little bit of white. Canvas is still a little wet, so we can still mess around with a little bit of that blending. Okay, right up around in here, we'll kind of play around a little bit, just like this. Still using the corner, and that's all I'm using is the corner of this fan brush. We'll start doing some blending and stuff with it a little bit later, but just kind of put it in here like this, travel it around. Let's put some of that with some of that nice color up in here like this, just like that. Just kind of put it in there like so. Where's my towel? Rinse off the brush a little bit. You guys can do this. Forming clouds, especially clouds of this fashion, you guys can do this. And I'm working just with the corner of the brush, get gentle little wispy fades going on in the edges there. And really, it's all about your colors. Okay, what colors you know would mix well with each other, that won't kind of melt in and turn into mud while you're doing this. Okay, let's sneak a little touch of red, and all you need is a touch, trust me. So I'm putting a little red into the orange. Okay, and a slight touch of white just to kind of beef that color up just a tad. Gentle colors, gentle colors to melt into each other. Let's go up in here, just like that. I'm gonna put some down in here, just the corner of the brush, and it's just me tapping. Okay, just tapping away, especially colors that are kind of close to each other, much like this orange and the yellowish color we have going on here. Now my paint is starting to wear off a little bit, and that's cool, that's fine. I'm gonna start to scumble some colors in and blend them. Okay, I could just use the reverse part of the brush and just kind of lightly rub some of that in there. Just like that. We're gonna come on the other side, we're gonna add some more of the orange. I'm just getting a little touch of water on my brush. Get some more of this color. And a little stronger touch of orange in there. And I'm only using the corner of the brush. Alright. We'll come up here like this. Just the corner of the brush, make it really wispy. Just like so. Come on in here. And we'll pop in a few here, pop in a few here, pop in a few here. Come down here a little bit. We'll get some in here. Let me get some more white into the orange. Some brightness right up in here. Just in here. Just like that. Really open that up in there like that. Okay. All right. We're going to get some titanium white, just a little bit of titanium white. And we're going to pop that titanium white all up in here. Mix it in with that orange a little bit. Just up in here. Mix it right in there. So now you know where the sunlight is coming from, more or less. And we're going to add some of that love in there. Put it right in there. Just start wisping and fading. Now, check out how I'm doing this. Okay. I'll kind of soften some of that up in there. Just a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I'm watching a little bit of news too. At least I'm listening to it. Let's get some, let's get a little bit of deeper red. I'm going into the same mix. If you look down here on the palette, you'll see. So get a little more red and orange in there. And we're gonna kind of tap a little bit of that red in there. Just make interesting groupings now. Just like that. Just a little bit in here. Maybe a little bit in here coming through that way. Maybe a little love up in here. Okay. Now, if I'm adding this red in here, all right, I gotta weave around, and I got all sorts of phone wires and tablet wires in front of me. I'll get this little 1/2-inch brush here. I'll show it to you right here. Okay. And I'm gonna lightly, just because the paint's still wet, I get to press and just scumble some of these. Just fade them into the colors a little bit. Still keep that intensity going, but just kind of soften some of this up a little bit. Bring it in here. There. Right in here. Scumble it a little bit there. Just like that. I'm going to use, probably I'll stick with this brush for right now. I'm going to use some very bright, get some titanium white, maybe just a little pinch of yellow in there, slight bit of yellow into that white. And we're going to start some real bright, I wouldn't necessarily say silver linings as of yet, but something to really wake up that color in there, just in bits here, just like this. Put some of that brightness in there, wake some of it up just a little bit. Now this is yellow and white. I can just scumble some of that in there, just some bright patches. Get a little bit more white. It's still going to be contaminated with a little touch of yellow. No water or anything, just the white. And we're going to put some of them in here like this. And kind of wake some of that up in there like that. And you see where I'm kind of keeping all of that brightness pretty much lower here in the corner. This lower half there. Okay, just like that. And a little bit up there. Let's kind of give a couple bits of shine in here, like so. So you guys kind of see where all that brightness is going to. And you're doing it just a bit at a time, okay? And we get a couple in here like that. Put a couple in here, that gives your clouds instant depth. Okay. Put a couple of those little fellas in there like that. I'll even get one trailing up around in here like this. See that? Everybody who's watching me can do the same exact thing I'm doing. No, I'm showing you the technique and pretty much how it's done right now. Okay, I'm getting a little bit of water into this whitish yellow mix. I think I'm gonna pop a little bit of orange in there too. Okay, about right in here. Let's kind of give us some orangey glow right in there like that, just like that. You can vary your hand pressure, make it very light so it just disappears into that cloud there. Do the same thing here. Scumble a little bit. Come on down in here. Bring some of it in this direction. No, nothing but water and paint. That's all. Water and paint. Okay. Get a little bit more. Coat both sides of your brush. And let's play around with some more of that up in here. I can fade and blend this to my heart's desire, depending on the intensity and what I'm looking for. You follow me? Okay. Okie dokie. Let's rinse this off real quick. Kathy, how are you? I'm doing okay. Good to see you. All right. Let us, I don't want to use this one, it's a little too large. Let's use a smaller. We're going to get some hills going on in here. All right. Before I do that, let's take I want some more intense brightness. I'm going to find something small enough. I think this will work just fine. This is a small filbert brush. I will show it to you. This little guy right here. Okay. Small guy right there. Okay. Let's go back into our white. Just a little tip of paint on that brush. All right. And let's kind of scumble some white in there. Pure white right up in here. Go right in between some of that yellow there, just to intensify some things there. I'm gonna put some in here like this. A little bit of it in here if I can. I'll take some from off of here, just add it up in there like that. Okay. Right up in here. All right. And I'm just adding this stuff in one spot, one general spot in here. Kind of come up in here where the intensity of the sunlight will be the brightest. So we know where the sunlight's rising somewhere around in here. And I'm just scumbling, like I said, I'm just scumbling some brightness on in those various little spots right up in here. Can you see my head's not in the way? Good. I'm using just white and paint. That's all. We're going to get some very bright, at least my version of little silver linings here and there. The brighter the highlight, the less of it you need, so only in key little spots, that's all. And you want to keep them looking like a line. Okay, just sporadic stuff. Just like that. Some of that heavy brightness in here a little bit. Oh, let's kind of play with it a little something in here. No more than that, really. I don't think I need to add too much more. Let's have a wispy white cloud just kind of trying to hang on, trying to be important right about in here. That's like that. He's trying to exist, but he's failing miserably. There's too much other color here. He's an outcast. Okay. Okay, as I'm looking, let's scumble some of this here. I think I want that a little bit darker up there. So let's take our, see, you can start to fine tune and mess around with some things. Let's take another flat brush here. Let's get a little bit of purple, just a touch of purple here. Well, a little tube there, a little purple, a little deep purple. We'll start playing, we'll start scumbling some darker stuff up in here. I'm using the flat end of the brush and I'm just kind of scumbling a little darkness in there, just like that. And it helps me blend some of that stuff that I feel a little bit on the light side. But I don't have to blend all the dark in together, just in a few little areas that I want it a little deeper and I want the lighter clouds to show a little better. So we just deepen some of those purple areas we have in there. Okay. Now you see me looking to my, I got some red, snuck some red in there. Actually, the red snuck itself in there, but that's all right. We'll utilize that red. It's okay. It's okay. Snuck some red in there. I need to turn on the light so I can actually see where I'm at with this. On my palette, I need to turn that light on. I'll turn it on in a second. Hold on. Anyway, you see me looking to my left because when I look at the screen here, it's like looking at the it's like somebody else looking at somebody else's painting. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. Now I can take the same brush, that same color. I got water on it, and I can kind of add a little wash here just to make this a little darker in here, and I just vary my hand pressure. Just like that. Don't worry about streak marks if you see them, because the water expands the paint. It'll wisp right away. See, I can still scumble and travel it in different spots and areas, just like that. All right. Let's see if I can move it around there. Get that manual look, that manual sign out of there. Okay. So I'm done really playing with all of that. If I need to add anything else, then I'll add it. Let's see. I could probably smooth some things out a little bit better. Hold on for 1 second. I mean, not really. I'll get a touch of red. I'll put it here. A little bit of white, a little bit of orange. Let's see what that looks like there. Well, we'll see what this looks like. I can kind of maybe tighten up a few things in here, just kind of smooth it out a little bit there, just like that. I'll come up in here, add some of that, and I'll just use my finger. We'll smooth out, blend that better. Some of it needs to be blended just a little bit more. This is just dry paint. I just rub it in there real quick. Anything I might want to kind of smooth over a little bit, I'll use a color that can kind of blend both of them together. It's no big deal. Just like that. Okay. I think I'll be all right. Just wipe it in there like that. Get a little bit of this going on right in here. But I don't think I need to. I think I'm pretty good with that. Hello, Sylvie. How are you? It's good to see you. I am doing a February challenge that my instructor, Wilson Bickford, does. I haven't been doing them in quite some time, but I decided to do one today. Let's say I've just been keeping up with them. I'm gonna get a little bit of purple. I'm mixing it in with black. I got a little bit of black hanging around here, just a little bit. Maybe I'll even sneak in some red in there and kill some of that red with that sap green. Just like that. Get a little touch of water. This paint's fairly thick. And we're gonna get some mountain / hills, more like a hill, because it's gonna give the appearance of a hill with some trees sticking out of there. All right. Okay, and here we go, right here. We'll get it kind of tall here. You see the way I'm holding my brush? So the tips of the brush, it looks like a little, come on up here like that. And we'll come back down. Just like that. And come on down here like this. All right, so it looks like, there we go. Look little treetops or something hanging up there. Just like that. I don't want it too smooth up there. Something like that. And then all down below, fairly deep, fairly dark. And instead of wiping the paint out, I'm gonna still just kind of add that little texture to it. Let's see if I have any more lingering around here. If not, I'll just make some more. Get a little water. The paint I use is pretty thick. All right. And bring it on down here like that. Put it right in there. I got some paint on the bottom of the furrow. I'll just press it in there, and then I just manipulate it, move it around. But you kind of get the hint there. All right. No medium will be used, no glycerin will be used, no extender, just water and paint. That's all. Okay. And that's that for that. Now, if you use tape or whatever, and let's say you put the tape on crooked, you can always fix it by adding the hill. It's important for me to let this dry totally, for reasons I'll show you in a little bit later. Not too terrible. Hey Vermont, what's going on, Bruce? It's good to see you. It's not too terribly a difficult painting to do. Okay, Bruce, all I did with these series of clouds, I'm not using any glycerin or anything. It's just water and paint and the corner of the brush, whatever side, just the corner. And it's dry, so all I did was just tap while the paint was wet with water, and then you just fluff it away and blend it away. Okay, and basically that was it. That's all I did with it. Now we'll mess with the water. The water is going to be fairly simple. I'm gonna show you guys how to get convincing water. That's not going to take 4 million years to do. Okay, all right. Once again, let's take the standard 2-inch thick brush that I'm so accustomed to using. I got a circle light in front of my face here, which is why you see it the way you see it. So, but it bleaches out this, so I'll put it down here. But this guy, my workhorse. All right, I've used this for the past 4 years. This poor thing. I've got a few of them just like this, but until the hair start falling off of this thing, I'll just keep using it. All right. Okay. This is one of these paintings where you can just use the paint right out the tube to get the effect you want, really. But we're gonna just take this and just wet it with water, just like that. All right. No more, no less. Just the way you see me doing it. As a matter of fact, let's bring this up a little bit. There we go. I know it's very weird looking when it's just solid black like that. The camera looks at it funny. Solid black. Okay. I'm thinking of a brush. What brush should I use for something like this? I want a flat brush, but something a little wider. Let's go down here and we'll play with this long handled thing. Okay. Now you see I got all sorts of crazy colors here, but you also see I have a black. I've painted it black. Okay. Oh, this is 12 by 12 canvas panel also. But as you see, I painted it black. Okay. Let's add some interesting color thingies to it. Let's go with I guess we'll go with a little bit of red first. Okay. I'll just take the red and I'll put it, we'll just put some red right here. Okay, just like that. Okay. Let's clean off the brush. Now, some of these colors are transparent, some of them are semi-transparent, some of them aren't transparent at all, like that red. Okay, but that's okay. Trust me, it's okay. Let's get a little purple. Purple obviously is a transparent color. You're gonna realize that right about now. As you can see, you don't see it. But you can blend it right into that red though. Okay, just like that. Oh man, maybe a little bit of love right here. Who knows? Okay, let's rinse off the brush. As long as the paint maintains its wetness, we can get away with this. Now, usually with water, you're gonna have to work a little more briskly than you will with any kind of medium. All right, be honest with you. Let's put some of that right in here. Okay, and we'll kind of tease a little bit right in here. Mix it into the red a little bit. Okay, and then we'll come back here and we'll mess with this a little bit. Just like that, and we'll kind of thin it out there a little bit. Okay, all right. All right, rinse off the brush. Hello, Trina, how are you? Trina, Houston, we have a problem. We're gonna get a little touch of white just on the tip of the brush. All right. All right, let's well, let's have a little fun. We're gonna I will put it right here for right now. We'll just kind of, and we're gonna kind of cross it out. We'll fade it here, just like that. But keep some of the intensity in certain spots. Okay. And go horizontal. Keep it straight as you can. Okay. Straight as you can. Let's get a little touch of white, just a little small touch. Right where this glow is. Yeah, you guys don't see my head. Good. Right in here. Okay. I'm gonna wipe off the brush now. Just wipe it off. And right now, you just gently just go back and forth in that spot. Okay. Just like that. Just let it kind of do its due. Right up around there. And then leave it be. It's all right. Let's get a little bit of yellow. And now watch how this works. Get a little yellow. Get a little bit of white in that yellow. You're going to contaminate the white with the yellow here. Okay. All right. And we'll throw a little bit of that love right in there. That's how you do that and it not turn green on you. See this? All right, so just keep watching. All right, try not to let it turn green. As you can see, it's still yellow. All right. Let's see if I can snake a little bit of that right up in here, like that. Okay. And while the paint somewhat still wet, you just gently, very gently, just see this. Just keep moving, keep it moving. Just like that. Blend it right together. There we go. All right. Oh, I'm not done yet. Get a little bit of white. We're gonna wake that area up a little bit more, just like that. And bring it down a little bit like this. Okay. I'm just wiping off the brush. Very simple, very simple. And light strokes. Whew. Keep them straight. Keep it straight, straight as you can. Just like that. Just kind of do some stuff like that with it. Okay. All right. Let's put a little orange in there, just pure orange right off the palette there. I'll come here, flatten it out a little bit. Orange isn't very. It won't. It's not necessarily a weak color, but it will not stay long. It won't stay transparent long. But all I need is a gentle tone of the orange. That's all. So I'm adding all sorts of nice little, and just leave it like that. When you see it start to fade into the other colors, you leave it be. So that's fine, just like that. All right, it's semi-transparent. That's why it's doing what it's doing. Come in here, add a little bit of that love in there a little bit. And A little bit of that in there, and just wisp back and forth. So you got all sorts of colors going on in there. All right. Okay. Not a difficult process. Not a difficult process. Not a difficult concept to grasp in doing this. All right. No, my dog gets like that too. It's something, you know, they enjoy that snow. You know, I truly emphasize, I understand. Now, once again, look at that. See, dry. All right, but we're going to work with that after I get done playing in the water here. All right. One of the advantages of using water with acrylic paint, once it sets and you get your images in and you get your paint the way you want it, it will dry in a quick hot second. Just be mindful of that. Okay. All right. Let's get a palette knife real quick. Here, let me move my series of brushes here, and let me get a palette knife. Let's get some white here. All right. Now this is wax papers down below, but this is just plastic right here, clear plastic. I'll probably switch this out later on when I'm done. Let's get a little swipe across. You should see that, and we'll just kind of create our own firm horizon line right across. Go straight across. Go straight across. If let it break, let it do whatever it has to do. Okay. If you run out, that's all right. Grab you some more. Grab you some more and keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going right across. Just go right across the thing, just like that. So you already established kind of your horizon line there. Okay. Let's get some more white. We might as well do this while I'm thinking about it. And we'll establish where some of that brightness is, which is right here. So we're going to just take our palette knife right now, and you just touch. See, you just touch. Angle your blade where that paint can come off, and you just establish some of that brightness in there. If you feel you don't feel it, you don't see the paint come off, get some more. And it's just a series of light touches. Angle your brush to where it comes off, and it just starts to break on you. Just like that. Let it come apart. Let it do all that fun stuff. Bring it down as far as you feel you want to bring it down to, but you're just establishing where the sunlight is hitting the water. Okay. And obviously you just generally keep it at one spot. Just like that. We're going to help this right along as we move along here. Okay. All right. We're going to add some gentle, let's do it here in the corner, because I kind of know what I'm doing with this, because I'm using one of his paintings as a guide. Oh, let's kind of add some cute stuff here. Come around here. You just angle your palette knife to where you see this stuff break at. Okay, and just try to maintain a straight line as much as you can. You'll be doing this numerous times. The thinner you have your line of paint on the palette knife, the better. Trust me. Just trust me. It works out better this way. Okay. We're going to be adding more things into this, but I just want to get a lot of this stuff out of the way. Out of the sparkly stuff out of the way. As you get closer to you, it just sparkles more. Longer lines or whatever. Okay. It will all make sense in a minute or two. All right. I think that's about enough for right now anyway. We'll continue that a little bit later. Okay, let's play in here. Let's take a nice tiny makeup brush. we're going to come right in here. We're going to add some brightness in here that's going to come in the woods there. All right. Oh, we're going to use a little bit of, obviously, titanium white. We'll come right here. A little touch of yellow there. And you can always adjust this. Okay. See, it's in the bristles there. I'll probably be playing around with a little more white, but we'll see. Let's kind of do it in a long oval type of thing here. Just come in here like this. Okay. Just like that. I'm gonna take some off of my brush and I'm gonna do a nice little rubbing circular motion there. Just up around in here. Just like that. I'll get it deeper around it. Get a circular motion. This is one of the simpler things to do. Okay. And you can scumble, add as much of that as you feel you need. But look at that effect already. Already. All right. I get the tiniest bit of white. Just a tiny bit. I'm going to wipe some off on my towel. And we'll brighten that up a little bit. Show a little love. And then, once again, go over that circular motion there. Okay. And if you want, if you feel adventurous, add some rays going in there like that. Obviously, the one ray goes straight down wherever you, and then it just angles from there. Okay. Now, as you see it starting to turn color, that's fine. Let it turn color. You're all right. You're okay if it turns color. Don't panic. Don't panic at all if it turns color like that. If it starts turning colors, add a little white and you bring that yellow right back in there. So it's okay. Now I'm gonna add a little yellow. That yellow will bring everything back to normal. Very light touch. Don't go heavy-handed with it. See, just turn it back to yellow again. Something like that. Okay. Okay, you don't necessarily have to add the lines. I'll add it traveling a little bit more here. There. Kind of even it out a little bit. You don't necessarily have to add that, but up to you. Up to you. Put a little brightness back in there. Just like that. Okay. But there, you can't miss that, right? All right. Okay. You gotta love them. You gotta love the pets, bro. You gotta love them. Okay. Let's add. Now, let's talk about the water for a second. Right now, because there's nothing in the water, the appearances in our mind is that the water is extremely deep. All right, for right now. Okay, that's what gives that appearance that the water's fairly deep. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of white here. I'm just gonna play for a second. Add a little white, little bit of yellow if I can get some out of there. Okay. And I'm just going to play in here just for a little while. Just kind of pop some of that in there. And right up in here, kind of get some of that happening right in here. It's interesting how you can get that yellow and white to still look like yellow, even though you got blue in here and all of that. We're going to scumble some of that here. We're going to scumble some of that brightness this way. Okay, just there. Just to kind of, Okay, let's put some, put a tree. We're going to put a tree here, a little bit of land, put a tree, cricket, some land there, and we're going to put a little bit of land coming here. You'll see. We're going to use a fan brush for this. Let's try for a smaller fan brush. We're gonna go back into a color that I don't seem to have. I'm looking right now to see if I can just fabricate a color real quick. No. We're gonna go into our black. I'm going into the black because time, more or less. Anything, just a little bit of black there. All right. Okay, let's get our fan brush. We're gonna take some black. A little bit of green in that black. This is a thick hog's hair brush. So I got a little bit of green in that black. So it's not totally, obviously it's not gonna be totally black. I might even sneak a little bit of purple in there. Okay, just a tiny touch of water. This is thick paint. Just to loosen it up just a tad. I'm looking, might need to be a little darker. Okay. Okay, that should work. That should do just fine. We'll see. All right. No matter what you do for land, make sure the land is straight. So we're gonna come about here. I'll just kind of press there, right about in here, right about in here, right about in here. It stops. It trails a little bit. Then we got a little bit of something right in here, and then it stops right there, like a little island. I'm gonna take my brush. I'll just get a press and get some. See this? Some look like some wild stuff happening in there. Just press and flick upward there, like that. And we're gonna kind of narrow it out there like that. Then we're gonna have a little patch of something red in here. It gets higher in the middle, like that, and then it kind of trails out a little thin there, but keep it level. I'll use the corner of my brush, just like that. So just like a little gap there. And then we'll kind of come out that way, just like that. Oh, yeah. We'll maybe have a little something right here. Maybe bring it out a little bit longer, then kind of narrow it out like that. All right. Okay, that'll work. I'm looking for a 1-inch wide brush because I want to revisit those trees I used to do back a while back. I call them the willy trees. I found it. I gotta reach over and get it because I know I don't have one here. Yes, I do. It's right here. I got one. All right, this is just a window trim brush. Now what I'm gonna do for this variety of tree, let's go back downward. We're probably gonna zoom in a little bit here. Yeah, that wasn't very appealing, now was it? I know it's manual focus, so let me flip my screen around and hopefully you guys are. Is it out of focus? Oh, I hate to have to do this. I should just put it back on automatic focus, but I already know what hell that happened. I don't want to shut the camera off on you guys. I don't want to get up off this chair again. Looks like I'm gonna have to, I don't know this camera, like the other camera. I don't want to put it back on automatic focus, but I know in order for me to show you guys and show you right. Okie dokie. Here we go. Now, this type of tree, it requires quite a bit of paint. I'm gonna water the brush a little bit here. And we'll move back into our black. We'll go back into our black and green here. It does require quite a bit of paint, so I'm going right into the black and green. I'll pop a little red in there. A little touch of that sap green into the black and the red. A little more black there. Okay. Going back and forth. All right, this takes a kind of a gentle touch with this. I'm gonna go up here to the top that you can't see. I think we're good right here. All right, we're going to the top here. I think I can lean and I won't be in your way. So right about here, give us a very light touch right here. And I'll just trail it straight down. Straight down, straight down. Just like that, it goes in right in there. Okay, and then I'll just take the brush, the tip of the brush here. And once I tap, I'll kind of give it a little twist here and there. The further I go down, the wider the twists get. Okay, so we'll be lightly highlighting this fellow, but much like that. Okay, and like I say, I'll be doing little highlights to that. I'm just taking the brush, I'm pulling it towards me. Okay, so it kind of gives me that weird curvy thing. Now you can take it and turn it upside down if you would like. Let's get a crooked one right here. Right about here. Just like that, crooked. And once again, turn to the left, slightly to the left and right. The further you go down, okay, like so. All right, didn't think you could get trees that quickly, right? But it can happen. Let's get a little bit of white. We'll put it right here. We'll just kind of lighten it up a little bit. Get a tiny bit of water. This will require a very light touch. Okay, I don't want to over highlight the guy. Okay, and we'll just give very light touches to it. All right, so we'll throw in some little highlights in there, just like that. And we're gonna do the same thing with this fellow up here. And make sure it maintains a little bit of its brightness there, even though it's subdued, because I don't want to overpower it with bright color. Won't be necessary. But you see that they are there. Now let me get some more of this. I think I can make that a little more appealing. Okay. Get to where's my palette knife? I'm gonna get a little bit of white. We'll put it right here. I'm at an awkward angle no matter where I'm at on this thing. Let's put it into some of that gray we used, just to lighten up that gray there. Okay, then we'll cut across. We'll give them a little bit of a trunk in there like that for that fella. Brighten something right about here. And maybe a little something traveling up there like that. Okay. Let's go to right up in there. Actually, let's bring this way up just like that so we all can see it here. Actually, I'm gonna continue with the palette knife actually, because now I can add more water lines and all that fun stuff. I don't want my water lines to be that gray, so let's get rid of that. Let's get some more white. There, a little swipe across, and now you can start to add cute little water lines in here, just like that. Put it right in there. Have them travel out a little bit, just like that. There is no medium on the canvas, it's just pure water and paint. And right now, there's, like I said, everything's dry, so I'm adding this with a dry brush. Just like that. Come on out there like this. Add some of that in there. Add a little bit of that there. Let's go back to our fan brush for 1 second. Let's add some reflections. Getting some water. Going into this funky reddish black color. I'm gonna add a little bit more black to it. And we're just gonna come under here. Now I can do the reflections directly like this. Okay, have it come down like that, and something like that, and then come back out like that. I can do stuff like that. Now obviously I'll be adding the white back into this. Just like that. And then obviously here, you know, I can start to play around with some of that. See, just like this. All right. And of course with this fella down here, this big guy, he would really kind of play out because he's much taller. All right. Clean off my brush real quick. Grows fast. Oh yeah. Very lightly, kind of wisp. Keep it straight as you can. Keep it straight, keep it straight, keep it straight. See that? If you want to go towards the other side, go towards the other side too. Up to you. Play around with it. Just like that. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Keep it straight. Keep it straight. There you go. Keep it straight. All right. Once again, we're having fun. Not really a lot to it. Let's return those there we go. Let's bring that back. Bring it back right across here if you got to. Bring it right on across. Yeah, don't be scared. Bring it right across. Have it travel right on along. Come here, have some here. Shove it this way like that. All right. Okay. I'm looking. All right. Right here in this. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, I can. Let's do this part first. I'm looking for my very long. There you are. Should I use this one? Yeah. Why not? I have a Chinese foxhair brush. That's this fellow. If you can't see it too good here, you'll see it good here. Put it in front. All right. What we're going to do with this guy is wet it a lot. Let's get some sap green right in here like that. Soak it with a lot of water here. Just like that. All right. A lot of water. Get some white. Brighten that up. Just like that. Guess what? It needs to be brighter than that even. Brighten it right up. Okay. Really saturate it. If you think that's enough water, it's not. Get some more water. Put it right in there. Just like that. There's a method to my madness why I'm using a watercolor brush in acrylic paint. But watch what happens. Okay, ready? All in this corner here. You're going to take it see that? Look at this. We're going to be doing a lot of that. Curl it around. But we're going to get a lot of them in there. We're going to get some at different tones, different colors, different shades, different shapes. Just like this. See that? See how fast you can do it? All right. And I just take my hand this far. Okay. And you just keep whisking until it touches. You'll realize when it starts to touch. I'm going to have it really go up there a little bit. Add a little more pressure. Okay, just like that. Make sure you get them down pretty good at the bottom here. Okay. Go in different directions with it. I'm twirling my brush as I'm doing this. All right, we're gonna get some coming like right off the page here. Come downward like that. Include it in there. Okay. And we're going to keep moving with it. Now, it's thick here on purpose. That's why I'm varying the angles and the shapes. They're thick on purpose. You see I got some giant ones in there. Just vary the strokes there. Okay, just like that. Put them right in there. And I'm going downward as I keep moving. So as I move further down the page, they get shorter and shorter. It's all right. Just like so. All right, they get shorter and shorter as you move around. Just like that. You get some tall ones there, but they just get shorter. They don't go all the way to the other side of the page. Right about around, somewhere around in that area. You're funny, Vermont. You are. You do some magnificent work. So right now, I'm at the stage of ignoring you. For those of you, some of you are pretty much exclusive here, but Vermont Paint, you used to just click on his name and it would bring you to his page, but you know, YouTube got a little stuck up. So go in your search bar, click on, and type in Vermont Paint, and you'll see Vermont Painting photos or Vermont Paint. You see some of the magnificent work he does. I'm just getting a little brighter green, and we're just gonna see that. Look, highlight some spots there. Get some brighter greens. Hello. I'm doing all right. Let me call you back because I'm right in the middle of a live show. Okay. All right, I'll give you a call back. Get some of the brighter green and pop them in there. You would be surprised how much more white you would need. Okay, which is why I'm caking this with a lot of titanium white. And I'm pretty much staying to one little spot right in here. Okay, but you're gonna have to, you have to really pop that white out there. Okay, like in there like that. Pop them in there, just like that. if you feel your paint starting to break, and it will give that look of tearing, then you just add a little more water. Very light, be very light with it. It just takes practice. Okay. Just like so. All right. Get a little more. Actually, I'm just going to go right into the white paint, because I'm nearing the end of this anyway. And very tiny strokes of white in there. Just like that. Come on the other side. Put it right in there. Okay. I'm cleaning off the brush. It doesn't take long to, it takes a little while for them to get here. I ordered mine from China. I should take a good picture of these. They come, I think 3 in a package or whatever. Did you get them in various sizes, large, medium, and small? And yes, I do have them in those sizes, but they're incredible. I'm going into the dark, believe it or not, with this paint and with this brush. Going into the dark, I'm twisting the brush around. Now I can add some dark into some of those. And make it just like that. Put them down here in the bottom, twist them around a little bit. See that? Put them in there, especially down toward the bottom there. Make them a little thicker in the bottom, just like that. Now it's watered down paint, of course, so you can maneuver that. But as you can see, it adds more depth into them. Okay. All right. I'm just cleaning off the brush again. Thank you very much, Vermont. I'm about to ruin it in 3 seconds, though. You'll see. I'm taking some more, I don't know if I got any more pure white paint. I don't know, but we're going to go by faith. I don't feel like taking out anymore. I really don't need to add any more things to this, really. But I'm just doing it just to do it. Well, put a couple in here like that. Okay, guys, I'm about to ruin it. This is where you say Grayscale painting has lost his mind. Oh, let's see, where is my cap to this? With these brushes, it will be extremely wise to keep your cap. I do have the cap. I know I set it down. There it is. But yes, they do come with a cap. Wet the brush, put it at a super fine point, put the cap in there. You need that cap, trust me. Okay, this is where Brother Gray goes a little off the beaten path here. Paint is pretty cool until what I'm going to do now. Just trying to find my script liner. It's the last part of the painting, and this is where the painting will decrease in value. Okay, a lot of water into the black ink or the black ink substitute. Usually a swan or some kind of long neck crane would do good here. And it would look great. But you know what? I defy I laugh at your crane. I laugh at your long neck goose. crane. I scoff at your crane. Sleeve stacks should be here for this. Like I say, it's not uncommon for me to bring down the property value of a painting. But then again, it all depends. Of course, you won't be able to see much of his legs, but that's okay. There we go. Since you won't really be able to see his feet, but yes, it is a Raptor. And I'm just using the paint just to get the corresponding little shapes, more or less. Just like so. Okay. Just like that. Make sure we at least put enough black in there. You see that little silhouette there. All right. Yeah, I know they're chomping at the bit, waiting for their final installment of the Jurassic Park series, which is probably either near done or finished, or getting close to it. I think it's gonna come next year. All right, I think I'll sneak my name in there real quick. I appreciate you guys stopping through. This Friday at 2 o'clock my time, which is 7 o'clock in European time, I'll be doing a Zoom art class. Nobody has to paint with me. This one I'll be doing a lot of explaining of why I'm doing the class and what I'm gonna show in that class. So yeah. Okay, let's pull this back a little bit there. It can go back a little bit more. Let's touch it. All right, I believe that's that. All right, guys. Well, there you go. 21. Is it coming out in 21? All right. Don't add an alligator. No alligators. This is it. Yep, I think that's, let me see, I'm looking at it, I think we're good. I think that's okay. That'll work. But a very multicolored sky. Different way to do the clouds and stuff. Like I said, I didn't use any medium. It's just all water and acrylic paint. Trying to get back into my Monday lives and everything. Obviously, you know, I'll take a picture of it. I'll post it on Facebook. And obviously, I'll make the banner for this on YouTube. This picture instead of that round gap tooth smile thing that I put up on there. But thank you guys for watching. It's not even 8 o'clock yet, so I think I've did it in a reasonable amount of time from a painting from start to finish. So, but I do appreciate you guys coming. Did I put 20 there? I sure did. Thank you, Bruce. I sure did do that. But you know, we can easily remedy that. Thank you. I appreciate that. But we're going to remedy that right now. I appreciate you telling me. Thank goodness. It's going to take a minute for me to get used to that switch. I'll take the rigger brush. It should do fine. I appreciate it. Thank you. There. That's a lot better. Dodged a bullet with that one, didn't I? Appreciate it. J. Marie, how are you? What year did I write what? Oh. Yeah, I know I did. I put a 0 there. But quick-eyed Bruce caught that. But I appreciate it. Yep. Okay, now I finally understood what J. Marie was talking about. Why did it do that? That's the only thing about that. Okay. Yep, I messed that up. But thanks for catching that for me. Yeah, I got this circle light. It's just behind the camera, so that's why you see it all lit up here. I definitely needed one. So, but that's why I'm a lot brighter because of the light there. But like I said, it's behind the cam. Everything seems to be okay. I'll take a peek at it when this is all over. But all right, guys, that's enough of me mumbling. I shall see you when I see you. And once again, I will be on Home Artist Academy on Friday, 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time here, which is like 7 p.m. over there. And I'll be doing probably a 16 by 20. I'll do something that'll last, you know, I'll talk and explain stuff and chat with everybody. But it's a Zoom, so you can talk to me, I can talk to you, that type of thing. You can see me, I can see you. Well, you'll see the side of me, I guess, or maybe the back of my head because of the way the camera's positioned. And we'll have a lot of fun. But that will be 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I can put actually you can go to the website, and I'll put a link there, and you guys can go there, sign up. Actually, a lot of courses from a lot of few really good artists, Ray Riley and Jeannie Denton, Karen Underwood, and myself. Got a slew of them on there. So love to hear from you. Love to see you there. All right. You guys take it easy. Be safe. I shall see you when I see you. Until next time.